So in broad strokes, Apollo is born outside of Greece, comes to Delphi, seizes control of Python's place of divine power, and takes his place as the local god. That looks like an analogy for a new god rolling up in the neighborhood and finding his niche in the pantheon, by force if necessary. The hymn also describes Apollo wandering the world for a while, looking for the perfect place to establish his center of worship, and at one point abducting a crew of Cretan sailors to be his worshippers. We'll get more into this later, but it paints a picture about how the Greeks might have thought of Apollo by the roughly 500s BCE, which is when the Homeric hymn to Apollo was supposedly written. They seem to have thought of him as a well-established and broadly well-respected deity who, nonetheless, came to Greece a little bit late in the game. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's stick to the timeline and see what we can find that way. After the Greek Dark Ages, the first big source we have on hand is, of course, Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. And lucky for us, Artemis and Apollo are major players in the Iliad. But interestingly, they're both firmly on the antagonistic and non-Achaean Trojan side. Now admittedly, so is Zeus, so this doesn't mean the Trojan-favoring gods were automatically being framed as foreign, scary bad guy gods or anything, but they were on the same side as Aphrodite, who we know was a Phoenician import god, still kinda getting her legs under her, and Ares, a god the Greeks seem to have generally disliked.